Is it frozen? Oh, there we go. I know I can't see and hear shit. How's y'all doing? I was trying to do this in my earpiece, and it's not working. So I know this is an impromptu live. I'm gonna try to use my earpiece again. Y'all let me know if you can hear me. You can hear me pretty good. Can you hear me? I'm sure you can hear everybody else too. So anywho, hey Cece, hey Robin, hey Cheryl. I was just sitting here. I was, going through this damn phone, and I listened to Nerd earlier. Everybody's alive, dealing with sex tapes that came out today, okay? Y'all can probably hear me better, but I probably can't hear y'all. Okay. The sex tapes that came out. Now, we was on 50/50 News yesterday, and I watched Nelly sex tape. And, I wish that, hey, Mother Black Diamond, I don't know if you can be mad at me at this live, Mother Black Diamond. We're going to talk a little dirty. Not too dirty, okay? Because I'm going to monetize this video. But anywho, I watched Nelly's video, and like I said, he didn't have the two-handed work. He had it wasn't even a full hand. It was like a one-handed, a half-handed work. And the girl did her thing. Hey, Carol, you bet you might. I don't know if you're gonna want this either. It's just gonna be funny, okay? So, this is the church disclaimer. This ain't the church subject. So, the girl that was working on Nelly, she just had like the one hand to work or whatever. It was like this. She didn't have a full hand. She had like the half hand work. And I was pre warned. Everybody kept saying that Nelly had a Vienna sausage, and he had like a little thing. And then that's what I expected to see when I got on the live on Twitter's, and it's not look Black Diamond. I said you ain't gonna want to be in here. Um, but we're gonna talk more about than just the size black diamond. Hey, Lauren. uh, I seen it, and then everybody said it was so little. It was so little, and it's not little. It's just not like super big. It's just regular. And I look at the comments, and y'all people that be in the comments on the Twitter, that's what really got me to talking. And this one woman just was like, "Well, I gotta talk about little Fizz." They talk about them all in the comments, and this is really a issue of preference of what you was used to. And I think some of y'all be lying as women. You was not walking around, y'all is not marrying these men that got their schlong all the way down to their knees. You know, I know the myth of black men is bigger than the regular than everybody else, but everybody is not slanging and thinking like that. So I mean, all these years, okay, Black Diamond. That's why I gave you the disclaimer. I understand. Everybody is not doing that, okay? And women want to sit up here and act like you must have your womb broken out, and this is not true. So meanwhile, I peruse over who is this with the little one? I perused. Hey, DT. I perused over to the Twitter after Jaden never told us where to find all this extra information. Now, yesterday somebody sent me Nelly's from over there in the Twitter. Today I had to find the other videos. Now we go on to Lil Fizz, okay? And that's the perfect name for him. Now, I saw somebody say, well, that's why Monique was calling him Little Fizzy Pop. But, for me, you ain't got no right to be talking about his thing and his thing ain't thinging when you was thinging that thing for X amount of years. And apparently you thinged it enough that you had a baby back him. Okay? It works. And he showed on the video that it works. Okay, so I went straight on the Twitchers and they leaked his video on the Twitters. Okay. And they kept talking about what it looked like. And it literally was this big. He was like really a little bit less than average. But somewhere the lady was like, y'all keep talking about his thing little. So it does look like a mushroom, like they said. Like he's got this big at the top, little at the bottom. It didn't have no girth. That wasn't me, that was somebody else. Nelly, he had something to work with. At least she could hold it. Um, Busy was really little on both sides. He didn't have no girth. It was skinny, and it was just a big thing at the top. And some of the women's was like, well, that's good enough for me. That was good enough for them to perform an oral experience with, or to have a good time with. And another woman was saying it was just the right size to get to that spot, that we have. I thought about it. I said, well, a lot of women use them toys and it be about that big to get right there just to get you there. But I think she said, let me shut my office door. Look, I'm trying to use at least daytime. And I know some of y'all be at work. I'm trying to use daytime jargon. Plus, I don't want to fully get demonetized for saying this, okay? Um, but they were saying like he could reach up in there and make it do what it do. And I'm not saying that, there isn't a place on this earth for smaller creatures. Because it is. Because they are being fruitful and they are multiplying as well. Somebody like it, your womb size might be a little different. Um, but I'm gonna say that I have never, I have been blessed that I have never seen one of those in person. You can get your 5 a day fruits and vegetables with little Fizz Wilson. Can we even get five out of that BT? Okay. He just simply, like, for me, it just wasn't giving anything. Even the way he did, and y'all have to go see it, but those that saw it, he was just shaking it. It was like he hardly moved it, to, you know, to get there. It's like, sir, I don't know how much of the video prior to that was there while he was trying to work it on now to get where he was trying to get to, but the camera angles was all wrong. It just wasn't attractive. And I don't think that the things that be saying, I don't think they're attractive anyway. But we must admit that, some just have a better aesthetic than others, okay? That make you want to kind of look at it. But, when I saw that, it was just kind of like, and it was the memes for me, the memes behind them all. Everybody was like, let me get my glasses, it was definitely giving. I could have had a V8 and I done ran over here to the Twitters to see it, but it was Callie. It had to be for him to get where he was going. And if it wasn't full, then he ought to be ashamed of himself. I would not have put that up there for the girls. Okay. He is on OnlyFans and he wants us to pay. He wants somebody to pay for that kind of entertainment. And you do what you do. Okay. And we already know that most people on OnlyFans who pay to watch another man is not women. It's usually men. Okay. So even as a woman or a man, like I would have been like, to her, okay. Hey, cuz all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful. God made them all. Ooh, God made that, okay? Which we on Fizz at the moment, okay? Sipping a lemonade squeeze by my mister. Ooh, snap, okay, okay. It was not given what it needs to be gave. Matter of fact, he wasn't given anything. That poor baby looked like he gave all that he got. Okay. Want to jump in the business and fresh out the lot? No, okay. Like as a former pimp in my head, like if he had told me that he wanted to work for, like, baby, what can we do with that? Not nothing. Not nothing. And like I said, he ought to be shamed. Lil Fizz is appropriate name. He grown as hell, and he's still calling himself Lil Fizz, and he should. Yes, yes, darling. I'm disappointed. I would think that that B2K was running around here just giving it up, and these girls up here pumping his head up. And I love me a little light skinned fella. Like, nah, we're not talking about Nelly California. See, I didn't hear no moaning on the video I watched with Lil Fizz. DGF, he's from B2K and Love and Hip Hop. I don't want to pay to see no. Right. If I'm going to pay to see a show, I want to see a show. I need to call up Mr. Marcus and do another interview, on Queen of Night, see what he up to. Like, what is in other, I don't watch a lot of adult cinema, but I've seen a few things in life. And like I said, I've been blessed that I've never seen something so small other than on my son when he was 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Did your balls drop, sir, yet? What's a B2K? Oh, I've never seen Little Fizzy. Oh yeah, I'm talking about Fizz. Okay, we're not talking about Mona and Nelly. Okay. Um, BTK is a music group. You might have heard the songs and just didn't know who they were. They were popular in the early 2000s. Um, I guess he do what seeing Fizz told me is that he must give an overall experience, and he entertains the ladies just like he entertains on stage. Okay, he must, give you a head to toe experience, and by the time he get to popping, you done you done had your little episode already, and you know by the time you feel that, it was just like a little extra. Okay, it's a bump in the road, because that's what that shit looks like, a bump in the road. And so it don't make no difference because you already there. Men, I've heard men like that, they have to give you a full on entertainment experience. They have to give you a full on entertainment experience in order to get you where you got to go when they ain't got nothing down under. Jaded, I'm not finna do this with you. So Fizz is little. He's Lil is the exact name for him. Lil Fizz is that's what he needs to be. Now I kind of found damn Isaiah Rashad. I don't know him. I tried to click on something. I got scared I was going to get a virus. Okay. So I didn't click on nothing no more. So all I could see was like the steals of what he was doing. I didn't see his thing singing. So I don't know if I was coming into the right rooms on the Twitters, because I don't tweet a lot. Lil without the apostrophe, because his thing looked like the dang apostrophe. For real. Not the right kind of curve I'm looking for. Okay. So like just the way I just looked at my phone. You found the video Isaiah spot. I saw the steal, and the steal that I saw was his mouth was down under, giving someone else an experience of their life. Oh, you can, please do. I'm just missing the last two. Oh, Juju's and play. Congratulations to the cat. Look, I can't share the link here because I'm on my phone. I put it on the community tab. Y'all gotta vote for Jazzy's cat in the beautiful cat contest. So y'all vote like every day. Um, that man looked like he was finna go to work. Um, it's hard being in the LGBT community. I'm not doing all 50 letters. Okay, I haven't seen Isaiah. I saw Fizz, but I only saw like 30 seconds. I don't know if it's longer than that. He has a video of two pasty boys giving him an experience. Oh, I haven't seen that DT. Okay, I just saw the still of him about to go to work on a chocolate man. Allegedly, if he's in the alphabet community, so be it. It's hard being in that community, especially a black man in the hip hop community. They make you non-accepted in the community because it's just not considered manly. Okay, it's not considered hard. I mean, you have your preferences, but you know, you must admit that hip hop is full of hyper masculinity. And it's not always about talent. I've seen so many artists like they be like, "Oh, he gay. Oh, I can't listen to him no more." Why not? He's not talking about you or to you. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. But I don't know this dude. I ain't never heard of him till today. So apparently that ain't affecting your record sales anyway. But one thing I will say is the gay community, when they down for you, they down for you. Yes, I want the glitter in the middle. Yes, you know how I do. Yes, and this is what we looking like. That you don't look. You know, Mr. John. You know what I like. Um, that video too. Isaiah ones were the ones I enjoyed. That's a little fizzle, whizzle, dizzle, and Nelly Devona Mona. I'm DT. See, you get started during the day. Um, back to Nelly. Hey, the girl. Back to Nelly. For me, I guess it just depends on what it is. But like, I have a problem. I've never liked video taping for those reasons. I came up when Pamela Lee and Tommy Lee actually made the real tape. One Night in Paris and R. Kelly. I think I know for some people that's a turn on, that's a fetish. I know more men than women like to have, video documentation. I really don't like to go back and watch myself do nothing. Okay. Yeah, I don't even watch my YouTube videos back if I don't have to. I cringe. Okay. So to sit up there and watch myself hunching on somebody or doing something to somebody, it's not gonna happen. Um, y'all sit up here and let these men take these videos of you and put it in their phone. You don't know where it's going. If they showed somebody, hey, I'm not going to DT. um, now wasn't he with his last girlfriend 9 or 10 years? So how old is this video that you were sitting up here with this girl? Okay, if you with somebody, I would like to ask me, do y'all keep old videos of people you done screwed already, and then keep them just for the just for you know a Rolodex? You know what I'm saying? You keep it for the Rolodex. I'm gonna go back and look at them, or is that your own, adult cinema when you need to go back and refer to when you would like to have a moment to yourself? Like, why do you keep videos of people that you're not messing around with no more? But it's the lies for me, right? And my husband loses his phone too much for me to pass it. All this stuff be on the cloud. I've always thought about that since they created the cloud. Like, who is the person that makes sure that the pictures go on the cloud? You know, who's the big brother? Who has that job that they get to see all the nudes that you send on the cloud back and forth? And how much do they get paid to do that? Do they siphon any of your pictures on the cloud and your videos? Like, fuck XXXN, they got your phone, okay? They working at T-Mobile and Verizon and whatnot, and they got your cloud. Now I see why Ashanti married a rich white man. She got married and she used a certain size in a bank account. Okay. But Nelly is not, like, not workable. And this is, I'm not doing this with you. Not consumed from the planet. So Nelly the Boner is too old to keep these videos. Tell him to act his age. If you accidentally airdrop from the cloud, anyone near you got all your business. The husband, right? Y'all killing me with these videos, and it's the lies for me that you accidentally put it in your stories. Like, I want to take my phone out and just accidentally put some shit in my stories. I'm still trying to learn how to work Instagram where I can do the reel and like they do the scan. Like, my scan don't work, okay? When I'm trying to do the reels and chop up the videos or whatever, man, you can get the fuck out of here with that, okay? So it's just the steps for me on Instagram when you got to do the stories. So you got to hit the plus sign. Well, first of all, so your phone. I believe in my mind that Nelly has an iPhone. Okay, so you accidentally open the phone either with your passcode or the facial recognition, and the phone was close enough to your face for the facial recognitions. But see, if it's the facial recognition, it's nothing accidentally hitting it because the phone is somewhere in this ratio. Okay. So you just put it down and it accidentally said, let me pick this 60 and put it up there. You know what I'm saying? You can get the fuck out of here. Even with the Android, I don't see Nelly just walking around with no code on his phone. It's Nelly, okay? And even with my phone that don't have a code on, you still got to swipe up. You got to open the phone in order to get it cracking, okay? You know, uh, you opening the phone, then you opening up Instagram, wherever the app may be. Then you pressing stories. Then you going with the whole, that was what, a minute long video? Excuse me. So it took at least a minute or so to upload the video where the line is going like it's coming out, you know. I would I would hate to see that it might have had a subject matter on it, okay? And then it uploads. But you accidentally did that. And they said it shortly came down. So how long was it up before you got the phone call, maybe, or somebody said, "Look, fam." Oh yes, sir. Um, that sounds good. Your D is out here for the streets. Can you take it down? Like y'all get the fuck out of here. What is these Mario jokes? Okay. And my one publicity stunt. My skin doesn't work either. I wonder if the girl in Ellaville is gonna speak out. I hope she doesn't. I would run and hide if my mama saw me sucking D on the damn camera. You know what he did, and he thought he had the hammer. Not no, he did not have the hammer. He got that rubber mallet that he speaks of in his song. My phone got a pattern corner. One up. I'm not gonna do. What is the Super Mario Brothers? He got a little Mario mushroom. Oh yes, that's what it does. And it's not even the mushroom that gives you the free life. You know what I'm saying? The one in the first stage of regular Super Mario Brothers, right there by the bridge where you sit up there and you hit it. The green mushroom. It's not that. It's not that. It's the little toadstool that walks with you, and that's your friend. And you just look like, oh, come on. And he'd be like, come on, we're gonna go. That's what it's giving. It's the one that you play with in the Super Mario Kart. That's the one he does. Now, it's the stories either. Okay. Another burn. Now for this, he got the mallet that the doctor uses on reflex. Boop. Hit him on the knee, okay? But his ain't hitting no knees, okay? He just sitting there. Child. And so then it's the moaning for me. So you done upload it, and it's the moaning for me. Some men are loud. I don't think he was loud. He was just like soft with it. But I think that some men are performers as well. And I think part of that was a performance for the video that I just gotta let you know that you working this thing, girl. You working this thing, girl. Mm. Yeah. Oh, girl. Yeah. And see, this is the tricky part. I don't know that if she can sue him. Toes too. That's it. I don't know if she could sue him because she willfully got on that video. Okay, it's just the same with Kim Kardashian. She willfully got on that damn video and lied. And how do you know she got on the video? Because she did. She looked right in the camera. You looked in the camera. Since you was all up and through the camera. I know you did that. You know it was and the one I saw years ago. It was like a compilation of them doing all this shit. So She got 2 million from it. Okay. Okay. Maybe this could be a break for her because I'm sure he didn't pay her the amount of money that maybe the XXN or whatever Pornhub may pay for the exclusive rights or the OnlyFans. I hope she get more money. Hey, Saki, I hope she get more money than with the damn OnlyFans for Lil Fizz because Lil Fizz don't deserve a little money. He deserves some coins. I hope he is not charging a membership to see that bullshit. That's exactly what it is. It's some bullshit. Okay. And y'all go follow all of the content creators in the building. Jada Nurse, Saki. I don't know who else is a content creator in there. I got Miss Sweetie Pooh. Um, and then my people, my Mace and yes, I'm getting lashes. Yeah. Is she ready for me? Yes, of course, my baby. Let me put these in here. Thank you, Mr. John. Um, I'm sorry, y'all now staff to travel. Y'all follow those content creators. They are of various kinds. So whatever you like, you know, go over there and see what they're working with. Y'all know what kind of foolery goes on over here. She probably won't show her face, so she got to be embarrassed. She gave them time. Well, he gonna have to pay her, He apologized to her on the live, but you gotta read between the lines. I'm sorry that she was exposed. He ain't sorry that he showed that janking, okay? He said, I'm sorry that she had to be employed. Thank you, Mr. John. That she had to be in between that shit, okay? That's some bullshit. Showing that janking. I don't think now I will say that I don't think that he deserves to be shamed for his Jenkins because he's working with what he's working with. I would take Nelly over Fizz on any day. Now that other man, I heard his thing is stinging a little bit, but I haven't seen his thing in order to make a fair judgment. Like I said, but what I found was he was getting ready to get that work. So I have to see in order to judge. I don't know if I'm doing another video of this nature here on the YouTube. I might have to make that shit members only. I might change the subject about what we're talking about on Queendom Nights this month in lieu of the man meet marathon. Okay. And I don't know who told these men. To me, peen is not sexy. It's not cute. It's not appealing. It's not nothing to be sitting up here bragging about and showing all over the place. I don't know where guys get this stuff. But what it shows is, hey, y'all, what this shows is by the women's responses that it's somebody for everybody. Just like I tell you, it was some women that had me dying. Little Sister Wilson's video, please bring yourself. Who's back? There are women who are buying it. They were in the chat defending him, honey, and they were saying it is just the right size. And I said, you know what? And they said, if you got your wound and you got to have a 10 or a 12 all the time, it's something wrong with you. Oh my God, I need to come see that. Uh, Jada, you got a fan on here. Nay, nay. Say she needs to come and see you ASAP for her brow. She said, come on, baby, come on. Wait a minute. I've seen their peen isn't appealing. I've seen some nice ones, but it's not all the time. Okay. The thing is, man, they just be so anxious to send you them pics. You be on Facebook, manage your business, and they be like, "Hello, beautiful." Well, hello. Oh, let me share my dick. Like, no, no, sir, I'm good. You want to go out on a date? Sure. Let me see my dick. I just. Oh, you got a nice picture that you posted. Let me see my dick. Like, sir, you know. Uh, I don't know how much I'm supposed to tip. How much money I got? Just enough. I'm broke. So there's a lid for every pot. Some like them small, some like a medium, and then some love the baby arm. Okay, and I think also this has something to do with our genetic makeup. But it was funny to see the black women was all on Fizz, and what was really funny to me was the comments was with them. They were saying, "Well, look, that they can get their oral fixation on, like it was the perfect size for them to swallow the gobble." And I had to sit up there and think about that. It must make some of the women feel good and empower them because I've been meaning, I have to call Denise Auntie Angel. Um, not his diversity tea. Um, ding ding jackpot while clapping her hand. Y'all throw me off. It makes me think about, oh, that was cold. That Denise, she's the one who created the grapefruit method, and they talked about it on a girls trip. Okay, she was supposed to come do an interview, and I ain't never asked her back. Something bad happened that day, and she had to cancel, like right before the interview. But I'm gonna see if I have on Queendom Night so we can talk about this thing in lieu of the Man Meet Expo. Okay, and the thing that she uses to um, do her demonstrations on is quite, it's large, with the girl. And so I guess, that's what she used to. But, she is really talented at what she does. And Superhead was very talented on what she would do to Mr. Marcus and all of those people in those videos and that she would brag about, okay? Hey, and disclaimer, this ain't a church or you sitting around your boss conversation, okay? And I said, well, the men, they be like, I want to see you put it all in your mouth. I want to see you swallow it up. I want to see it disappear. So it might also be a good self-esteem kicker for both people if that you can see it swallowed completely. Oh, hey, Mr. John. Uh, they can see you swallow it completely, and you may not be a throat goat, but you can sit up there and be like, yeah, I got it. I got it, daddy. I got it, little daddy. And you have done, or what? You have done your due diligence here, Mr. John. Oh, thank you. You have done your due diligence, and you have created an experience. And like I said, when you got little people like Fizz, he probably got to give you the head to toe experience before he popped that thing, okay? And it don't matter about him because you all right, okay? He's just hunching on you, It might have a little bump to it, but it's just not the hey, so let me read these before I have to close my eyes here. These are the okay, hon. You shouldn't because it gets too dark and too quick. These are the days where I need to reach the throat. There are days where it's just nice to let him do all the action. That's them chicks that don't have the throat. So they need the shorter kind of make them feel like they doing something right. See, I'm a pillow. I ain't got all them super talents. I ain't finna lie to you. I can make an enjoyable experience, okay? If all them extracurricular activities, you might not get that from me. Okay? Superhead needs to give these youngest classes. Well, Denise giving classes. Many people giving classes. He got a mushroom. The girl with neck can take his little Fizz. He is and little Fizz. Oh yeah, she did that work. She made him moan and things, and he was going. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, I'm like, And again, some people like all that extra talk. I want to focus. No, it don't have to be quiet because I think you want to feel and know and hear that the person that you're with, okay, is having an enjoyable experience, okay? But sometimes it can be just overdone. I don't know if he was doing that. Like I said, I think that was dramatics for the video. And he thought that he was giving her. People will moan. Women do it all the time. They moan just to make sure that they partner is doing what they doing, thinking that the theatrics helps the experience go by better. But for me, I could tell the way you move if it's enjoyable or not. It's definitely what Fizz doing, giving you everything else. Cause baby, if it started off with that, he wouldn't get far. But that's the thing. That's how it ended with Fizz. So was it a navel when it started? Cause he's definitely not a shower or a grower. Cause what he showed us wasn't nothing. He showed me that he still needed to grow up. Like, is you a grown man or not, sir? Because, mm, child. Mm. I'm expecting somebody else to try to outdo them. Somebody else finna accidentally come out with a cake tape. Look, I've seen them all. I've seen Chris Brown. I've seen Big Sean. I've seen Yella Beezy. I've seen Safari. I've seen Hitman Holla. I've seen some other critter a couple of weeks ago. I don't even know who he is, but baby, ain't no way that these people will take that because see, it's a such thing as too big. They'll tear your uterus lining up. There's a special woman for that. Okay, this critter, he was from overseas Jamaica or something. And child, I seen the article they had posted in one of them Facebook groups. I thought it was somebody, and baby, it literally was almost at his knees. That's not a turn on either. I like to have my uterus. Okay, sir. Sir, like you probably live a lonely life too, because you scare all the women's away. Yeah, does he really sound like that? I'm gonna close my eyes, y'all. Well, not really. Living with either for the rest of my life. Those vows would have to allow some cheating. But guess what? I have told y'all before. She's going to take a nap. Um, you should be able to get an idea of what he's working with. Nene say, "Hey, Jada." You should have an idea what he's working with before you even get that close. Like just rub up against him, okay? It'll be times where you catch him off guard. Don't just stare at the paint, but just look in that direction, okay? You know, but how tall was he? Oh, he was tall. He was tall. He was tall and skinny, like they always are. I've seen hardly any of them people, but I'm curious. Well, yeah, it's on the internet, okay? I probably got some old phones where these people had downloaded it to me. Okay, my husband to be is a little willing out, but I can't. See, I believe is look, God makes them for everybody. Okay, we have different uterus sizes, different womb size. If you like the booty hole, that too. Okay, your mouth, whatever. It's one for you. Okay, that will help you handle what you got to handle. It's like a whole bunch of sex tapes have come been released in the last 2 days. Have you seen any of them?
Hmm?
Have you seen any of them?
Never.
The sex tapes on Twitter.
Who's that kid?
Nelly's sex tape and Lil Fizz's sex tape. Well, they seen
They
it in
leaked
it.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm gonna take a look at
I'm gonna
it.
have to show
Barely.
you and get off here. Nelly was average. He was about 6 inches.
I still wanna see it.
Little Fizz was even smaller. Yeah, your stuff stretches. Yeah, it will. But see, so some of them they have the hammer. That's all they like to do is to jackhammer and just punch on you, and they don't know to give you the full experience. I don't know if the bag is big enough. I can fake it till I nigga. I know my man who gives that work. Right, but he's supposed to not only give you that work, but he's supposed to use his other hands and things and
Robin.
parts and whatever. She just moved the damn car to give you a full experience. You're supposed to get your mind up in there, so that you won't just be like, yeah, punching is not the way to go. I wouldn't give Nelly a six. She had a one hand did work. So if you one hand, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 6 inches. He's not a 10. I just got smacked in the face with Nelly's video on Twitter. Oh my. That mouth looked dry for something so small. Ooh, wee. Y'all is brutal up in here. Babies come out and not go in. Ooh. Well, if you do little fears, like I couldn't imagine being a groupie and wanting to freak on little fears. And then I think that shit that he pulled out of his pants. I mean, just start laughing. They would have to throw me out in the middle of nowhere. He will never live that down. He better not bring his ass back to loving hip hop or nothing else. He needs to just lay low and try to make them $15 a month on OnlyFans like he been doing. And his membership probably went down after that. Because you get on them OnlyFans and the people they be like, oh, I want to see. And it's something to be said about some of those quote unquote celebrities and you making all this money and touring the world and all of a sudden you showing sex on OnlyFans. It shows that your ass is broke and something's not working right for you. Okay. That you showing deal OnlyFans. That means your pockets is low and you will do anything to keep the lights on and keep the rent paid. You hustling backwards, sir. You hustling backwards. You probably had to pay Monique a whole bunch of child support. That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's why they keep calling. But she ain't had no business. I'm mad that she was calling him little fizzy pop. Cause you was sucking on that little it looked like a sherbet, the push pop. That's what sassy is. It's push pop. You was sucking on that push pop for years. And you was sitting up there jealous about that push pop, ready to fight women over that push pop. You was homeless over that push pop. So she can't talk because push pop is what she like. Okay? With a little fizz into it. On to it now. And that's the thing. Now, why is it that women, especially when the love goes sour, now you got to sit up here and talk about the nigga, but you love that shit. You love the hell out of that little dick all that time you was sucking and fucking on, okay? And then now you want to tell everybody that it ain't that big. What if he said your wound was dry all the time, and you was a pillow princess? He'd tell your business like that. Or your coochie was foul, those days that you didn't shower right before you went to bed. Could have did that, but he didn't do that. Men don't have a tendency to do that. You really got to make them mad. So why do we do that? Maybe that's what his kids. He was 6 inches. Yeah, that's not a half a subway. A subway is not really 6 inches. Nah, and I've heard from the way the men measure it, a Comcast remote or your remote for your cable is about 10 inches. Okay. I'm glad I didn't park there because that's where I was parked at. Right where here. And what's too big to me might not be as big to you, person. And that is true. I don't believe you got to have a gargantuan being all the time. Where is your womb? I got to rewatch Real Husbands of Hollywood. I think when Nelly went to meet Faith, but at the point I thought she looked down and he was unzipped, made me think to that. Well, he's a celebrity. They still gonna want him. I would have ran. He got the nerve to dog women too. But yeah, child. I would have just laughed out. His push pop is like, I know you fucking lying. Like, when he sent you a dick pic, you just send it back. You know, did he defend her when they got her a sex tape? Child, I want to know what he was using on April to have her going crazy like she was. She wasn't. April is a liar. That's all that shit was. A fucking liar. She wanted to make Omarion mad. Now, Omarion, I seen him and his brother Orion's gray sweatpants. Now they not lying under there, okay? And she had to save face. I done fucked your friend, so I gotta make it look like I'm having a good time. But like I said, he appeals to me as he is a man that gives you a full head to toe experience, and he knows what he has to do in order to make it happen. Yes, yes, Jazzy cuteness. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I used to think a man needs to be as big as to get over it. Yeah, you don't have to be big, but it don't. That little stuff that you play with, that look like the toadstool push pop. Yeah, it doesn't even look like appealing. Like I wouldn't want you to touch me. Like I said, pain is not appealing in itself, but some of it you'll look at it, you want to see it, but that ain't even nothing that you want to see. It should look like what the fuck is that? Like you would have to hold your tongue when you saw him. Like I'm not turned on. My coochie got dry soon as I seen it. Or he would have to do it to me in the dark and sneak that thing up on me. But I would probably be laying there and be like, I don't feel nothing. Did you put it in yet? That's what that shit look like. Oh, child. So look, I just wanted to come only for a hot second. I don't know if I'm gonna come back later. I didn't want to do no super long live. I just wanted to come in and invade y'all work day and see what the hell y'all was doing and talk a little bit dirty and talk about this Man Meet Expo. We might go into it a little bit more later at another time. You better not be Fizz either. Thank you. No, he's ugly for real. And got the nerve to curve in skin. How do you put that in your mouth? But yes, if you want to see the videos, look on Twitter and you will find them. And so, look, I am going to talk to y'all folks later. Y'all know where I be. I'll post my nails and stuff up on the internet so y'all can see it. Go hug and love it. Go get home and have some dinners, okay? Y'all have a good one.
Royalty Beauty Brands is a female, Black-owned beauty company with all of your cosmetic needs in mind. Right now, we offer hair extensions, eyelash extensions, and our flagship product, Yumbella Lip Glam. Coming soon to add to our product line will be promo merchandise, lip oil, lip scrub, beard oil, body butter, body soap, and makeup, to name a few. Every product is vegan friendly and carefully made with the consumer in mind. Check out our Royalty Beauty Brand social media and go to our website to sign up for our exclusive mailing list for discount codes and to place an order. Don't forget to leave us some feedback. Royalty Beauty Brands. We see the beauty in you.